Congratulations, you have an accepted offer on your house, and now you're going to do the home inspections. Here are 5 things a seller should do and not do for your buyer and during the home inspection. I'm Beth Herina with Coldwell Banker, and let's talk about my top 5 things a seller should do for the home inspection. First thing is clean and declutter. A well-maintained home looks better for the buyer, looks better for the inspector, and it gives a better impression for them when they come into your home. Second, repair minor issues. So if you have switch plate covers or electrical covers or maybe a leaky faucet that you didn't get to fix before the open house, then fix it now because it's going to be on that home inspector list. You don't want to have all those things on that list. Provide necessary access. Please, 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 sellers, if you have a picture or a mirror, especially if it's heavy, covering the electrical box, move it. We have to find that. I can't tell you how many homes are searching for the electrical panel. Access to appliances or the mechanics of the home, the inspector's going to want to go see them. If you have something with your thermostat that's maybe not typical, you should probably let your agent know so she can let the buyer's agent know what's going on so they're not putting on the wrong heat and air and trying to figure that out. Attic access should be available too. 4, leave utilities on. Make sure the water's running, the electrical's working. They're going to look at all of those things when they come to the home inspection. And 5, provide documentation, not at the inspection because you really shouldn't be there, but make sure you have documentation for your agent or send it to your attorney so the inspector and the buyer have that. So 5 things that a seller should not do during a home inspection. First of all, big thing, please don't be home. I know it's your home and you love your home and you want to try and help everyone out, but please, please, please do not stay. You hired your real estate agent, you hired your attorney, you have professionals to help you. Let us do our job and protect you and do what's best for you. So please do not be home. But if for whatever the reason you are home, which I highly recommend you're not, don't interfere. Do not follow them around. Do not ask them questions. The home inspection is for the buyer to get a better view of your home with a professional, and then they can ask questions with a professional. It's very uncomfortable if you're following them around. 2, don't hide anything. If there's a crack in the wall or if there's something with your house, don't put a piece of furniture, don't try to hide it. They're going to find it, or the buyer's going to find it after they move in, and then they're going to have to call their attorney. You don't want to deal with it. Your house is what your house is, and let them be aware of what it is. 3, do not, if you happen to be there, which you shouldn't be, do not try to influence the inspector. You're just going to upset them. Those inspectors are licensed by the state. Usually the buyer is using a recommended inspector from their real estate agent. They have a relationship with them. They're professionals. Let them do their job. You're not a home inspector. You don't know what they're looking for, what they're not looking for, what their regulations, what they're supposed to be doing. So let them do their job. 4, don't overwhelm them. Don't ask too many questions. Don't provide too much information. If you have to be home, just don't say too much. And if the agent has any questions, just ask them to ask your agent, and then they will ask you. Of course, we always want to be open and honest about everything, but there's a point where you're providing too much information or you're talking about stuff that they're not even interested in. And 5, if you happen to be there and the inspector's saying something, please don't overreact. Do not argue with them. This is his or her job, and they're very professional what they do. Please do not overreact. We understand it's a seller's home and you have this personal attachment, a love of your home, but that's not always how the buyer sees it. And we really want a smooth closing, a smooth transaction. Someone's selling, someone's buying, and we want to work together to make this a very smooth transaction. So it's best if you're not there, but if you are, please follow my top 5 tips for the seller of what not to do. I'm Beth Herina. Thanks for watching, and good luck at your home inspections.